Hello everyone, welcome back to AirRB with a big box. Anything good? Probably not. Yeah, it's okay. Patch. Alright, I got stuff here. I need to spend this one. Now. Hello there, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm at this once again. Let's see, jets. That's where I am. That's what I'm doing. Oh, let's see, what am I taking out today? We're working towards the F-100 Super Sabre. I think maybe the A4B again. You got stuck on the emoji, that's funny. Let's see, what am I researching, and how can I kit this out right now? No. I think I'm just gonna wait till I get these 1,000-pound before I change from this. I wish the napalm was better. It's not super effective. Make sure I actually click the right things. I had to double check. Alright. I think the only negative I feel with this plane is just it's a bit slow. But I did just get the engine upgrade, so maybe it'll be better. It's so slow. It's so nimble too. If you stuck like a bigger engine in it, this thing would be deadly. Probably to its pilot, but also anything around it. Oh, my teammate's in an A4 too. A4, buddy. Let's do this and try not to die. Hello there, welcome. I am currently working for the Super Sabre. This one's very heavy. Yeah, I think that's my biggest complaint with this plane, is just how heavy it is. With a load on it. Although I suppose that's partially my fault for taking so much. Maybe if I just didn't take so much. Finally home from the farm. It's always good to go back and visit though. Personally, it gets a bit hard to stay there too long though. When the best you've got for internet is an old DSL line. Give me that and a fiber connection though, and oh boy. This is A4B, actually, I think. No, this plane does not have WEP at all. No WEP. Actually struggling to get to any real speed too. I'm gonna die. I just have that feeling right here, right now. This is not gonna go well. Maybe I should just ignore all that and go for what this guy's going for. Let them engage him. That he'll at least ignore me. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Maybe I shouldn't take so many rockets. But I really wanted all the rockets. It's a hard thing. Oh, an invert and dive. Go for it, buddy. Hit that target. Well, I am going this way then. Whoa, a little low, a little low. I want to see if I could hit anything with that, man. I couldn't. Oh, shoot. Just launch them all. Just get them out there. True. Once in the air, might be a better chance to use the boosters. Yeah, that just wasn't going well. It's also hard whenever you get a map that puts you at a higher elevation, just because you don't have as much air for your engines to get up to speed. What did I get? Oh. Neat. Guess I barely knew I had that set. Let's see what some of the other ones here are that I haven't done. I think I had done some with the A7D. Do I have the HE162? No, I don't think I do. I don't have much for the German tech tree. That seems like a good little set of vehicles to go for. MiG-23, ML, MiG-21, laser, a Type 16, and a Super AMX-30. You planning on grinding France? Is that a French unit? Hey there, welcome. Alright, what's the weight on this? 1600. What's the weight on this? 1600, 1200. You know, I want to take these. I want to see what it's like. Mostly because this is a little bit more interesting to me. To kind of work on spading some of these vehicles, see what's different about them, learn a little bit more about them. It just feels a bit more interesting than just playing the same plane over and over again. Alright, I'm taking napalm in this time. 3 great big jugs of it. I'm kind of curious how much this will do to a base point. I don't know how much they actually do. I feel like it should be okay effectiveness. That's what my gut says. But I don't know how they have it modeled. I just think it's really cool to fly with no UI sometimes. That guy. Doing tricks and spins over there. Having a good time. This feels like there's so much more little detail you can pick out when you don't have all the UI elements in the way. It takes 3 of these to take out a base. Okay. So I've got 3. Let's hope I can do it then. The Super AMX 30 has got to be one of your favorite vehicles. Why is that? What do you like about it? What gun does this plane have? I have no idea. I'm gonna guess it's like a 20mm cannon. It only gets 200 rounds, and it just is not enough. Oh, I didn't even realize Type 16 was 9.3, so that'd be the same as my XM1. Hey there, welcome. Just another game dev. What kind of game you working on? Have I decided if I'm going to sell the Tornado? Probably not. I think I'm just going to hang on to it for a bit. And just see what happens. I might end up deciding to play some in Germany once I finish the US tech tree here. You know, depending on how many days I keep this thing going for. Once I start hitting you day 1000, what should I be working on? I'm hoping by then I would have most of it finished. Alright, let's see how this goes. Payload blocks air brakes. Oh, that's good. I might have missed with the first one. Nice. I think the furthest I've ever done in game dev was like terminal-based game stuff. I like that little boost. What are you using for an engine? I've been trying to learn Godot a little bit here and there, because I personally feel it's going to be the future of game development for indies, at least. Oh, it takes a little bit to destroy it. Okay. Nope, missed. You gotta be real careful with these shots because they, I don't get a lot of them at all. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Come on, wake up. Wake up, buddy. You're not dead yet. Keep flying. Where's that other guy? There's one above me. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's going too fast for me to catch up. I guess I'll just stick on them and wait for them to turn. Unreal is awesome and does a lot to help. I've played around with all of the game engines. And I'm excited to see where Godot goes, but Unreal is definitely where everything is right now. Damn it. I missed that. What do I do to keep grinding in War Thunder enjoyable? I just play to have fun. I like playing around with all the toys and weapons and stuff. It's just a good time. And I know it takes a while to get to anything, so there's no point in feeling like I'm in a rush. Oh, come on. I got him! Woohoo! Got him. And this thing is tough to shoot when I have 36 rounds. But mostly just, yeah, it's a game. You're supposed to have fun with games. If you're not having fun with it, go play a different game. Because don't punish yourself with something that is supposed to be an enjoyable activity. I love being able to fly around and stuff. And play around with the tanks, all that stuff, and this game just has so many options for it. I think it's probably the most developed version of what they're going for. Can I get this one, or is he gonna get away? He's gonna get away. Yeah, he's not worried about us. One thing that does help, though, I will say, is get a premium account if you get to rank 4. Because you can do okay grinding before rank 4 without it, but past that, it's just painful. And also the thing of, I only play it an hour a day. I'm only doing an hour. Not trying to do any more than that. Any more than that, and it does start to feel like it drains me. So I think that's enough. And I've managed to get to the stuff I've wanted to get to. I've got the F-16, I got the F-14, I'm working on the F-15 now. So yeah, it works out pretty good. Tips there would be, take less ammo. That's the biggest thing. If you're just starting playing the game, especially in ground, take less ammo. That's the thing that's getting you killed. Because what they're doing is that round they're firing at you is hitting one of your rounds inside the tank, and then that makes it go boom. And since they're not taking so many rounds with them, you're hitting spots where rounds would have been, and they're just penetrating instead of causing the vehicle to explode. So lower it down to like 15 or so rounds and go from there. Just see what you feel comfortable with for a number of them. But I've noticed that that's usually the simplest answer. The quickest answer for somebody that's new at the game is just going to be, you're carrying too much ammo. Trim down your ammo, you'll live longer. 100%. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of flying and chatting right now. Oh, nothing wrong with that. I like this little waterfall feature over here. Let's go look at it. Actually, I'll look at it with no UI. Oh, yeah. Oh. this is very difficult without a stick and just throwing digital inputs at it. Very wonk.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Yes, in top tier, you'll generally die before 15 rounds. I mean, in all honesty, I feel like in top tier, I'm usually dead before I've fired 3 rounds. I still have the UI off. I was wondering why everything looks so clean. Ooh, vehicle. That's a good one. That means they don't have a ton of armor. Oops. I swung a bit too low on that one. It does get repetitive if you just continue doing the same thing. It's kind of like, somebody asked me why I wasn't using one of my premium vehicles. Because, well, because if I just did that over and over, I'm probably going to get sick of it. And helping to break things up by working on spading a vehicle that I might use somewhere else, things like that, helps keep me involved in it. Help me not feel like I'm just trudging through it. What nation do I have at top tier? The US. As for other nations, I have the T-55 in the Soviet tree, and I have the CV-90105, I think it is, for Sweden. But my most researched one is definitely US. And thanks for stopping in. I'm finally up to researching the Bradley in ground US, so that's exciting to me. But aviation US is my highest tree at the moment. It'll probably always be my highest tree, being honest. Except this one. I gotta do this one at some point. This one might be one I kind of just throw the AV8 on and try and grind through. This one I'm switching to using it once I get it unlocked. Did that match end? Okay, it did. I got 7460. That's not too bad. Well, let's try it again. Oh boy, city. Everyone's favorite mistake. The bad matchmaking from premium sales. I could see that. Yeah, everybody's playing with their new toys. The next tree I will probably research is gonna be Japan for the Kiowa 200. Because I think it looks like such an amazing little gremlin of a vehicle. Oh, is this what these things look like up close? What in the world kind of cockpit configuration is that? Well, okay then. I assume that's British. I'm just gonna go out on a wing here and say that's probably British. Oh yeah, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to hit these points. I don't think I'm gonna get the chance. But I think I want to at least get the F-15, and I might try and get a little bit done of the bomber tree before I switch to researching another nation fully. As it is, I kind of just toss in a match here and there. Okay, so I should be able to use this to help me get to better speed. You have a War Thunder initialization error. Verify game files. The F-16C, I'm not super worried about right now. That's one that I feel to me, I'm gonna get it when I get it. I already have an F-16C in DCS, so when I really, really want to feel that, I can go really feel it. So I'm not as concerned with that one yet. I really want to just try and get the assortment and the group of them first. There was, you and your buddy played a ground match, and there was 12 wolf packs. That's ridiculous. Will I grind for the F-18? Yeah, of course I will. Absolutely. New US tech to play with? 100%. That's some good fun to me. It's half the reason I grind is to play with the new tech and the toys. You know, I want to play around with the lantern pod. I want to play around with all these little toys and tools. I want to see how they all work. I want to learn about them. That's cool stuff. Don't hit me. Come on, don't shoot me. Stop that. It's rude. Don't do it. Yeah, I got it. And now I'm nimble and quick. Let's do this. No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say that if there is statistically a likeliness that German players perform worse than other players, I don't know about this for sure, I would say it more comes down to German vehicles requiring knowledge of German tank tactics in order to use them effectively. Oh, come on, just hit him! Got him! And I'm out of ammo. This thing has no ammo. Like, Germany with tank angling as a thing isn't something that a lot of people are going to initially think about. And it's, like, vital to German tank design. Yeah, if you're seeing a Tiger player not angle their tank, that's a knowledge issue more than anything. They just do not know those tactics. More so than that they are bad with it or that the tank is bad or anything like that. It's that it's being utilized incorrectly. And in the hands of somebody that does utilize those tactics, it does increase their survival rate. But you can see that with all kinds of equipment and vehicles. It's like trained pilots versus untrained pilots when using different sorts of equipment. The failure rates are very different. You know what? I say that went pretty well, actually. I got a critical hit on that one guy. I dropped the bombs off, got a base destroy. And I might have got a kill on that guy. You never know. If he hit something, might have been okay. You know what? I'm kind of liking the napalm just because it's lighter than the other stuff. So I feel like I can kind of get there a bit quicker. I don't need to spend those right now. Nah, that's fine. Overconfidence is definitely something that'll get you killed. Another thing is complacency. Kind of like a good example of the complacency issue would be if you play a vehicle that has always performed really well at a certain BR, and then they move the BRs around, and suddenly you're not doing so well, it may be because you became complacent. You weren't having to adapt to changing circumstances like you might have otherwise, or when you first started playing the vehicle. So you have to adapt to it. And a failure to adapt usually means a death by complacency. What tree should you start? You've already done USA, Russia, Germany, Sweden. Do Italy. I'm gonna say Italy. Oh wow, we got city again. Neat. I'm trying to line up the cockpit inside that circle. It almost fits perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. So when's the best time for me to be igniting these, do you think? Once I'm kind of trying to get up to speed while in the air? Alright, I'm in a light dive now. Pitch it a little bit further down. There we go. This is the A4B, as opposed to the A4E, which is the squadron plane that you can get. My major complaint about it is no WEP, and cannon needs more ammo. But that's really about it. I love a lot about it, though. It is so nimble. Its turn rate is not great, but its spin rate, fantastic. Also, I think it tries to be a little over-ambitious in how much it can carry. It thinks it's a big plane. You leave me alone, buddy. I'll leave you alone. Okay? Nope, he decided he's not going to leave me alone. Nope. Come on. Just gotta make it there. Just gotta drop the payload. Come on. Nope, ignore him. Just drop the payload. Nothing. Missed him. Oh, that one's coming back. Nope, not quite. Oh, he got me. True, the burst of energy would be nice. I think one trap that I always end up falling into myself is when I try to turn up and burn off all my energy. And it just doesn't go well. Ever. Unless you're in a vehicle with a TWR of 1, don't do it. Don't turn vertically. Try to avoid it when you can. Unless you've got a ton of energy, don't do it. Ooh, big bomb. Ooh, I got bigger bomb. Gun pods? Gun pod. Yes, more ammo. Hello there, well thanks for stopping in. And I hope you have a good rest of your day too. Yeah, I'm kind of liking using the napalm. At least it's lighter than the other stuff. Although I'm hoping with that cover upgrade, or the wing repair, I'm not struggling so much for altitude. Let's see here. So this is 1,200 kilograms. And this is 1,000 kilograms more. Let's see how it goes. That's a lot of bomb. That's a lot of bomb. There it is, the Kiowa. That's the one I want. I want that. It's such a fun looking little gremlin. Will I use the AIM-9B on this plane? This plane gets AIM-9Bs? Does it? Does it get AIM-9Bs? I don't remember. Maybe it does, and I've just been ignoring it. I just find it sometimes just easier to level a strike aircraft by doing base bombing and ground targets. Although this is a bit heavy. Uh-oh, there's been an accident. Oh no, it was my teammate. Oh no, it was the Kiowa. Well, they're gonna need hazmat for that. Ooh, this is struggling. Oh, it's because of the high altitude. Because we're starting at a higher altitude, there's not as much air. So I'm struggling to get up to speed. Come on. Give me that boost. Is that better? A little better? Minorly better. Yeah, I'll have to double check to see if there are missiles on this, because it might be better for me to like swap out those outer pylons for air-to-air missiles, since I've got 3 of the large bombs on the center pylon anyway. Oh, you just fixed your laptop after not turning on for 2 days. Are you sure you fixed it, or did it temporarily start working? What was the problem? They're on the 4th tier of modifications. Okay, I'll have to add that then. I feel like that would be the best way to do it. Is going to be something on that center pylon, and then the missiles on the outer ones. Slowly making our way there. Definitely not the zippiest plane. I think it's still faster than the A-10 though, so... you know. Take that for what it is. Oh boy, they all decided to come this way. Great. I picked a real good one. Oh great, and my teammates are gonna bomb all these ones anyway. Great. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that was a low bombing. Did like a low altitude bombing run of that. Well, I don't think I'm going to get that one, so I think I'm just going to aim for taking out a bunch of vehicles. That's what I'm going to go for before I die here. Because I'm going to die soon. Come on, give me that energy. Come on, gravity, I'll trade you. Oh wow, they hit all of them. Nice. Good job, guys, actually. That's kind of awesome. That didn't go so well. I did not hit nearly as many as I wanted to. How many do I got left? None. Oh, good. I can see I used them wisely. Oh, come on. guy here? Yep, this guy here. Got him. This one. Oh, come on. No. Oh, damn. I missed him. Aw, out of ammo. I am the ammo. Oh, no. Well, good dodge on you, man. I'm not gonna pull out of this. Well, they got me. Overall, though, I say it went pretty well. That's the plane I have, I think. Yeah, and it's like, it wouldn't really matter for me to use it as its own plane. It's just, I couldn't use it for actually leveling anything. And that kind of sucks. Besides, it doesn't really have the best of equipment. It does get these, though, which are interesting, but that's about it. I don't know. I'm just kind of putting it in mothballs for now. And I'll see how I feel in, 3 to 4 months. Once I've got this completed. Alright, so where am I here? Aim 9Bs. Okay. Let's go for that instead, then. I think that might be much more useful. Oh, and I do have this now. Gee, I'm not sure here. I almost feel like I want that one instead. Wait a minute, these are the same thing. Why are these the same thing? The universal and air target are the same thing. Is it? Oh, they just look really similar. What? No, that last one has changed, is it? I can't tell the difference. Screw it. Not gonna try. Let's try again. Alright, so this one will start closer to sea level, so that will at least help with getting some speed. Oh, still very heavy though. That little gold bar on it. That looks nice. Oh, I think it might have been from them. They might have done that. Alright, now the real questions. Stay with the group to improve survivability, or fly out on my own to increase the chance of raw points. I'm gonna go with survive. Yeah, I think those are used best well in the air if you're carrying much of a payload. Otherwise, it really feels like something that is designed for... Like, there's a tail hook on the bottom of this. It feels like something that would have been for a naval craft instead. Maybe even for use in case the catapult goes down. Spare lamps. Oh, that's good. I need a new lamp. Well, there goes that one. There's a lot of little damage all at once. Rockets? And that one was a bomb. Do I play any FPS titles? Yes, I do. I have played quite a few, actually. A lot of them, actually. Just haven't been my major kick at the moment. I have played a few World War I games recently, and I actually have some streams up on my channel of that. I'm planning on playing Isonzo soon as well. Probably tomorrow, actually. Would be a good day to do it. I guess I'm going for this one. But as for like other FPS games, if you name it and it is outside of the past 6 years, I've probably played it. I haven't touched much for a lot of recent ones, just because, frankly, a lot of them just ain't that good. But like Stalker, still a classic, still good. Doom Eternal, Doom the remake, I had a ton of fun with those. I've played most of the Call of Duties while they were releasing. The Far Cries. Yeah, there's a lot of them that I have played. Oh, something was up with the battery in your laptop. You had to get a new one. CSGO, I played Counter-Strike a lot more back in the Counter-Strike 1.6 day and when Counter-Strike Source originally released. I think that was too many bomb, but... And I think I missed with half of them. Nope, I didn't. But CSGO, the most recent one, I haven't played that much. Oh, that was very close. Oh, I nicked him. Oh boy, this thing's not handling well anymore. Valorant I have heard of, but have never played. Usually I'm a bit more into the milsim type of shooter, or ones that go so far in the other direction that they become more interesting because of it. Like, Doom isn't necessarily a milsim shooter. Yeah, I've got a list of FPS games in my Steam library alone. Let me see, recent first-person shooters that I've played. Let me just pull up my library on my phone, I can take a look at it. Oh, I got the reward. Nice. Let's see. Library. I really wish it would let me see my categories that I've built on the computer for it. But, oh well. Good lord, there's a lot of stuff in here. I have something like 1,100 Steam games. But I've had my account for quite a while, so... Yeah, Arma's one that I like playing. A bit more difficult to play without a group, though. Well, a bit more difficult to enjoy without a group, I would say. Battlefield. I used to play Battlefield a lot. That was probably one of my main go-to shooter games. Mostly because I enjoyed the vehicle combat. Was typically the reason I was playing Battlefield. Bioshock and all its like. I've played all of those. You know, the Portal, Half-Life. Oh yeah, Subnautica I've played. That's one of my top 10 favorite games, is the first Subnautica. I think I have at least 100 hours in it. Hello there, welcome. What map is this? Golden Heights, okay. Well, let's see, what else have I got in this list? I'm only on C right now. And there are some I'm just not mentioning because I don't really play them or haven't played them in a while. I have a lot of strategy games. Oh, Arma 4 I cannot wait for. I am so ready for a new lighting engine in that. To me, that's the big thing they gotta fix, is the lighting engine. That movement coordination system needs a big improvement, but I really love the way it looks in the new one that they did, the new test version. But lighting just plays such an important role in night operations, and that's where a lot of my interest is in night ops. The main body of this plane looks like a mummy. You know what? You're right. It does look a bit like a wrapped up mummy. You're completely right. Good eye. It does. It's a flying mummy. Doing tricks and shit. The Pharaoh gun. Crisis. I've played the Crisis games. All of them. Actually, I think I have not played 3. Crisis 3 is not one that I've played. All the other ones I did. I hope I can dive a little bit lower, stay off these guys' radar.
Our victory is near.
Oh, the Deus Ex series is definitely one of my favorites. The whole cyberpunk aesthetic is a big vibe for me. One that I totally love. I'm still considering picking up Cyberpunk 2077 during the Steam sale that's going on right now. Oh good, that guy's on fire. He's not gonna bother me. Dying Light, zombie games, yeah, I've played a lot over the years. I remember when Halo first came out. I remember playing multiplayer Halo when it first came out. I was actually the one that started a gaming club at my school and did the first annual competition for Counter-Strike for the Winter Carnival events. Yeah, Arma Reforger looks fantastic. I can't wait to see what Arma 4 looks like whenever they finally let us have it. Well, I got 2 extra bombs. What can I do with them? Hey, don't shoot at me. I'm leaving you guys alone. Quit it. Is Saab coming for me? No, I don't think so. I need to just get rid of these bombs. Got him. Alright, he's got somebody chasing him. Got him. Alright, let's go see if I can help this guy. Oh no! Takanori, no! Got him. I knew I had to wait on that one. Oh, good lighting is such an important thing in games, and so many companies just haven't cared enough yet. Like, I really want to see a horror game with a realistic flashlight. Like a modern-day realistic flashlight with all of the extra settings and buttons and all of it. You miss me, buddy. 32 rounds left. Nope, I got no rounds left anymore. Bail out. Nope, didn't get out in time. Yeah, I mean, personally, I think what's going to happen with Arma is they're in a position where they're going to start seeing real competition begin to intrude in their space. In terms of the military tactics simulator. Mostly because people are going to get impatient of waiting, and somebody's going to see that as a market opening and create something for that gap. Oh, I got a reward. Neat. More backups. Yeah, there's a lot of games sitting on my wish list that are either in early access or still waiting. Some of them for early access games, I go back and forth to and check them out as they develop because I'm very interested in what's going on. And some games definitely feel like ones where you need to wait till it's finished to really get much out of it. Arma, I don't feel, is one of those. Arma 4, they could release in early access, release a good strong mod kit, and just let the players have at it with the maps and equipment we've had before in the other games. You know, just release the new map and all the new stuff when the game releases, but let us play around with the engine and improve UI so we can at least help guide development in a way that works for everybody. But we'll see. We'll see. The whole sphere is constantly changing and adapting to what's going on. And things are about to get even more wild with AI entering the game sphere. Realistic destruction physics. Oh yes, definitely a good thing to see in games. Any game that includes it gets a check mark for me. That's a good thing. Especially when they do it to the degree of you can take out the structural supports and have the building collapse realistically. And I remember even back to Battlefield Bad Company 2 being able to do that. But then newer games don't even put the effort in to do that. I'm not waiting for it in terms of GTA 6. I'll probably pick it up when it shows itself. But we'll see. GTA 5 released at a very important time, and I think in the beginning was a different game than it is now. And I'm not sure people are going to be incredibly happy with what GTA 6 ends up being. I think they're expecting what GTA 5 was at release, when what we should be probably expecting is what GTA 5 is at kind of now, in terms of monetization, multiplayer, all of these sorts of things that are kind of the iffy things about the game. Because it is run by the same company that has already been monetizing for a long time on things like shark cards, expansion packs. And I'm just tired of monetization on games that already cost $60. Oh, excuse me. GTA 6 will most likely be $70 or $80. It just doesn't really feel worth it. You know, especially when you know that it's going to change how development happens. Like, an issue with having those sorts of things in development, such as monetization, is even if you don't intend to, even if you put every safeguard and safety measure in to prevent it from affecting other parts of the game, it will. It absolutely will. By its existence, its sheer existence, it will affect the game. It's like an issue of people will say, oh, well, it's just cosmetics. You know, back in the day, cosmetics was gameplay. We considered that a part of the game. At the end of God of War 1, when you finish it, you go back and you can finish it again to get cosmetic items, to get things that changed things that didn't matter, gave you, like, one of the outfits was it dressed you up as a fish, so you could be the cod of war. Because that stuff was integral to the game. It is part of the game. When you start saying, oh, well, that's cosmetic, you're tearing out a part of the game, and also saying to the developers, don't make the base game look too good because we want to make sure that they buy the stuff that looks better, instead of just having it available to you. So, I don't know. It's one of those ones where I'm gonna wait and see what happens with it. To me, I just feel a lot has changed, and I need to see how Rockstar has changed. Oh yes, the good old red ring of death. Great thing right there. Yeah, I've got like 2 Xbox 360s in my apartment right now. The Discord link is down in the description, and it is on the About page for the channel. There's also a couple of other social media links, which almost nothing is being done with currently. Well, here's a really interesting thing, since you're talking about destruction physics. Advancements in AI-driven physics. So, the way we currently do physics in video games is definitely based on we calculate it, we model it, we see how might this reaction cause the structure to change, morph, bend, any of these things. And this requires a ton of computational capability. Like, to accurately do it far more than any of our computers has. So, what if instead we just trained an AI to watch these interactions over and over again, so that when an interaction like that occurred, we could just tell it to make up what happened. That there's no calculation that needs to be done. The AI just makes it up as it happens. Because to the viewer, they wouldn't know the difference. Unless you were able to actually sit and calculate the event yourself, there's no way for you to tell. And this kind of visual trickery is a thing that's been used in games for ages. Like, think about the screen I'm looking at right now and how it's displaying this background with the plane on it. This is a flat screen. There's no 3D there. There is no actual object there. This is a flat plane with projected images across it to make you believe it's in 3D. While at the same time, it's culling everything you can't see to save on memory, such as what's behind me is not being rendered at the same time. It only renders when I go to look at it, to save on graphical processing. And I think AI could be a step forward in that direction by helping us fake physics. And I think we would end up with things like better crashes in this game. Because have you ever noticed when you crash in one of these planes, it behaves very odd. It doesn't crash like a plane would. But if you were to train an AI on that, then it might be able to just replicate those for you. And after enough times of seeing it replicated, it gets better and better at it. I think it's something that I am super excited to see grow in that sphere, is the use of AI for all of these kinds of things. Like, I'm excited to see AI bots in games that can just behave more human, that can act a little bit more random. Because that's the thing that a human element brings to a game that really helps it, is this ability for them to act unpredictable, without it being random. Because randomness in a game, you'll pick up pretty quick. Hello there, welcome back. I was just extolling on the virtues of AI when it comes to graphics in video games. And I think it will be pretty awesome. There's somebody in the air after me? Nope. He's busy with something else. He can stay busy with something else. Why am I only bombing bases? Right now it's because I had bombs to play with. That's why. And mostly just because I felt like bombing. It works well for leveling some stuff. Oh, I don't have the aim 9 yet. I would be taking it if I had it, but I haven't unlocked it yet. I think I'm gonna get chased here any second now. Yeah, I think one of those ones are... Yeah, this ain't gonna go well. It's not gonna go well. I'm hoping that ones are just heading back to base. But yeah, as soon as I get the aim 9s, I'm gonna swap out those outer pylons for aim 9s. And I think this will be a great little platform. Hey, stop that. Look, I'm not shooting at you right now. Don't shoot at me. Stop it. Alright, you know what? Here, have this. You can have all of them. Enjoy! I should do some fights with jets later on. This is a jet. I think. Yep, air intakes. Exhaust port. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a jet. Yep, that looks like a jet engine, alright. I might do an F-16 match or so. I think that could be a lot of fun, since I've been kind of rusty with it. Last couple of times I've flown it. Could be good to do a couple flights in it. Just remind myself how good it is. Oh. Nope, he's way out there. I ain't worrying about him then. Uh-oh, what's happening there? Oh, it's a parachuter. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I just noticed that. Oh my god. It's like a lava flow or something enveloping that town. You can even see, like, the destroyed houses. Yikes, that's a lot. I can appreciate that kind of detail, though. That's rough. That was an active flow right there. I wonder if those change in the map. I don't think I noticed that one before. Alright, there's just these 3, now 2, that were harassing that guy heading back. Alright, I think they've got them, though. I'm just gonna head back and go grab some bombs, I guess. Try and land. Oh, there are 3. Alright, how's this going? Got him. Oh no, he got me too. Yeah, some of their maps do look really good. Sometimes I question the placement of some things, though. Oh, and one thing that I don't really like is on the map where they've got these odd blocks of landscape where the airfields go. I wish they would kind of smooth those out when they're not being used. I think it would improve the look of the map. Other than that, though, they look pretty good. Especially the ones that are also ground maps. I like those ones the most, because it's so much fun to recognize it. The Poland one is the one that comes to mind for me. Alright, got these. And now, time for these. What? What happened? He hit me. It's just like the algorithm. Praise the algorithm. Hail Algo. Algo where? Algorithm. Oops, I gotta remember to change this. I feel like I should wait until that completes, maybe. Otherwise, I might end up losing points for it. I'm gonna play a little bit longer tonight anyway, just because. Just because. Let's go take this out, actually. Let's see if we can get a carrier match. Do I think VR will be the future of video games? More importantly, would you like it to be? I'm going to wait on the F-16 until those 2 matches with the A4 complete, and then I'm going to do the F-16 match. So I'm going to go run a 0 match real quick. I was hoping for a carrier. Nope, we got the middle of nowhere. Well, the middle of cold land. VR, I do not believe is the future of video games. I think it is the future of another facet of video games, and I think it helps improve immersion in other aspects to very great degrees. But those things can only really be enjoyed in a controlled environment for you, because you're blinded. You're not able to take in your environment as easily. It requires a level of security for yourself. So I don't really see that as the future. I think things like phones, tablets, the games like that take up smaller amounts of time serve their own purpose, and I even feel that the regular 2D screen game is going to stay around for a long time. AR games, I feel, is where a lot of the future is going to head. And I personally think it could be okay, depending on how much access we the users have to it. Now, one of the reasons I'm skeptical of it is, well, or interested in it, is the possibility of making a ad blocker for real life. So basically that with the camera system, the AR system, everything involved, that it can scan, recognize advertising, and block it from my vision. That would be one of the things I would first install, really. If I run out of ammo, I will become the ammo. But I like the sound of the cannons on this too much not to use them. They've got a good thunka-thunka to them. Oh, whoops, I forgot. This is props. I should be getting to a higher altitude. Oops. Very important. I just screwed that up. I guess I'm too high up. There, good. Alright, that's a bit better. Guess I'm gonna have to focus on these ones that stayed near the ground. VR I'm very excited for a lot of things. I think I would consider VR to be one of the peaks of gaming. And I think it is something that will continue in popularity for, I think I would consider VR to be one of the peaks of gaming. And I think it is something that will continue in popularity for a long time. For people that want that sort of immersed environment. Yeah, I realized I should have been climbing earlier, so I'm just gonna go pick a fight with some of these guys on the ground. And hope for the best. I think I'm gonna die, though. Actually, I'm gonna wait. This BF-109, I think, is in a turn coming towards me. Nope, not quite. For the most part, they're kind of ignoring me. What's best nation for air? What's best nation for ground, in my opinion? I don't know. It's so purpose-driven. Like, for what purposes? What are they being used in? Ground attack, air-to-air, superiority. Damn it. How did I miss that? Because my aim was terrible. If I can aim. Come on, I just want one. Just give me one. Oh no. Oh, come on. Woo, I pulled out of it. Whew. Oh, I do love Swedish ground. Swedish ground is so much fun. Leave me alone. No! He took my wing. Well, I took his friend. You did some research on polarized sunglasses that can actually work for blocking digital advertisements. Nice. Yeah, I love that stuff. I would love to see people realize that advertising is just a huge waste of money. That the entire industry is based on manipulation and lying. Like, when you're having to hire psychologists to work for you to figure out the best ways to manipulate people into buying your product, you're not good. That's not good. That's not okay. I would consider it completely unethical. Alright, those have completed. Let's go do an F-16 match. Like, there are ways of letting people know about your product without manipulating them. I switched that, didn't I? I think I did. Switch to China? What's in China? What about China? Oh yeah, they've got up to the J-11 now, which is interesting. They get an F-16 and the J-11, which looks like one of the Soviet aircraft, but I can never tell the two apart. The Sukhoi and the MiG. Okay, it's the Sukhoi 27. That's what it is. The MiG has a bit of a chunkier hump on its back than the Sukhoi does. Alright. That's okay. I went and checked them out anyway. Let's do an F-16 match. With the new Model A that I got. Because I already had the ADF and then they punished me for it. Give them time. I'm sure they'll add just about everything they can. I'm excited to see when they hit the limit so that then they can start going back and working on the fine-tuning and improvements for everything. Personally. Because I feel like at some point the game is big enough, and frankly, long of a grind enough, that most of the player base that you're ever going to get to play the game is never gonna see most of the content. Like, you can afford to take some time and polish things up. Hey, it's Mario. Hey, Mario. It's a him. Mario. Ooh, this don't turn great. Oh, this is a chunky turn. Chunky roll. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. This thing, is definitely not like my other one. I do not have a donation option yet, but I'm very close to it. I have about 550 hours left of watch time before I meet the requirements for it, to get both memberships, super chat, and the store option, which I do not have a storefront. I don't know what I would sell on it. What, mugs with a picture of the bee on it? I think 21 could work if you did it in like, almost like partial year increments. I think some of their problem comes down to how they want to design the matchups. Like, I don't believe they intend for stuff to be limited to only the eras they were from. Case in point being the anti-air option in the Sweden ground tree is a vehicle from the 1960s. You know, that's like rank 1, rank 2 with all of the early World War, interwar period vehicles. Yeah, I definitely need some of the modifications. Well, thank you for that. I'm glad I can be your favorite. That's exciting to hear. But it should be within the next couple of weeks, I think. At the current rate we're going, it'll be about 3 weeks. If it continues to grow as it is, it'll be somewhere between a week and 2 weeks. Why do I like bees? I don't know, I love the bumblebee. I think bumblebees are hilarious. You know, have you ever sat and watched a bumblebee? It's hilarious. It's great. That, and I love hive insects. I have a very strong interest in things like Gestalt consciousness and other forms of consciousness that can occur. The idea of a hive-minded creature is fascinating to me. Other ones include like ants and, you know, the like, wasps, other ones that behave in this sort of fashion. But what they're capable of, such as the development of technology, is just so interesting. I'm just gonna shoot this guy. Still got him. Did I turn my computer on? I did. Okay. But I think a lot of it stems from the hive mind stuff. I find it so incredibly interesting because of how interested I am in technology in general. The development of technology from these hive-minded creatures is just endlessly fascinating. Not quite. And even to the degree, you know, bees have complex social systems. They communicate to each other and relay, like, coordinates to one another of locations where things are. They map out the areas that they live in. Ants have been known to develop, like, agriculture and farming. My favorite jet is the F-16. In terms of jets that will ever be added to this game, my top two are F-16, F-22. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. I've got some really good F-16 books that I have. One of them I have is from the manufacturing plant that built the F-16A model when they were first being built. And it's got all of the things like how to wire the electrical system, where the different rivets and bolts go, and where to order them from, what sizes they are, and what kind of steel they're made from. Just all kinds of really cool information. At some point I might make a video on them, after I've checked to make sure that it's okay for me to talk about them. I'll do another one. Oh, that's rough. Have you tried to stop growing? Like, just stop. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe you can get a waiver to fly certain planes. No, my job does not entail working with F-16s, as cool as that would be. I tend to work with more mundane vehicles. The F-16 documentation I have access to is stuff that I've acquired from like eBay or F-16 forums. Walk around with a brick on your head. Look at all the F-15s. And... oh, I'm sorry, we're gonna see a crash right there. I guess not. Not today. Anton! Anton! Hi! Cut your feet calluses. Ugh. Get a pumice stone or something. You've had War Thunder forever and so bad at air. Any tips? I guess one of my suggestions would be, if you're just starting out, don't be afraid to play arcade mode. Because arcade mode lets you play a lot of vehicles in your lineup all at once, in a single match without having to reload into it. And that'll help you to learn a lot of the different planes, kind of learn how the game works, and get used to that system a lot easier. And it also helps with giving you aim guidance when you're targeted on somebody. It will give you a lead indicator on them of where you're supposed to aim, and that can kind of help you learn that sort of process of how to lead your target. So that can be a good use of it that I recommend. In ground, or for bombing in arcade, you get access to the bomb computer at all times, so the little targeting circle will show up on the ground. I would say don't be afraid to play arcade if you're just starting. It gives you a lot of little benefits to help with learning the game and just getting used to things. I played arcade for like up to rank 4 for a lot of it. And the main reason I started playing realistic was just because that's where all the players were. Because it was taking me 3 to 5 minutes to match for arcade matches at high tier. I don't know why I'm following this guy. It just seemed like fun. Hike with a 70-pound backpack every day. I do not recommend that one. Your knees will hate you. Oh, there's a lot going on right here. Oh, come on, now I can't see either. Alright, there's this guy, he's gonna pop up about right there. Go. Go on, little missile, get him. Get him. It's not gonna get him. He didn't get him. You tried your best, missile. It's okay. you really... sleep in a tiny box so I don't know. I don't recommend that either. You really made me look at War Thunder with other eyes. Seeing you so positive and relaxed really made me enjoy the game more and take it easy, and surprisingly, I do better. I just enjoy it more. That's awesome to hear. It does help a lot. Your attitude going into it helps considerably. And when you're more relaxed like that, you can play better. Well, with most things when it comes to money, it depends on how much somebody's offering. Or how much somebody is willing to pay. 3 euros, take it or leave it. 3 euros for my knees? Alright, I think I'm going to do this one more and call it good for the night. I gotta start winding down myself. Do 6 ounces of silver. I mean, that's still like, what, 100 bucks? You're gonna have to leave it, unfortunately. Leave the money on the table, or your kneecaps where they are? I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't get accepted because of the lack of kneecaps after. I think that would play a bigger hindrance getting in. You know, I know they nickname it the Chair Force, but I don't think that's literally. Oh good, we're playing on the opposite side this time. We got the sun at our back or at theirs? I think it's at ours. I don't see it. €126 for 6 ounces of silver. Nobody checks for kneecaps. I don't know, it's pretty hard to do a duck walk without kneecaps. $25K GE. Oh, now we're talking real currency here. none of that made up stuff. Euros, dollars, what's that? I only work in GE. Do I play SB? If you mean simulator battle, no, I do not at the moment. But I intend to in the future once I get a VR headset. Because I already have a stick and throttle. I would like to get rudders, but I think that'll probably wait until after I've gotten a headset. €25K GE is 114 euros. That's pretty funny that they're very close then on price. Oh, there goes my fuel tank. There it goes. It's so weird how it floats like that. I kind of wish they did. It's really eerie. I'll just let him pass by. No reason for me to worry about him. Wait a minute, was this always full of water? I don't remember this being this high. Did it rain? Whoa, that was very close. Alright, hold on, I gotta drop down to 800 or so. I need my mobility. Come on, lock. Well, I've locked to that, but not when I actually needed data. Come on. Ah, shoot. Missed. Alright, he's behind me now. I can pull around. There they are. I'll turn that off. I don't need that right now. Somebody behind me. Damn it. Lost him just the last second. I just saw him right at that second. He popped up on my radar. Always wanted to be a pilot. Well, I just had the brains for it. Alright. I'd always thought about it. My grandfather was in the Air Force, but one thing I ended up learning as I got older was I have a photic sneeze response. And that would have kept me from being a pilot. Because I sneeze at bright lights. And it's apparently more common than people think. Yeah, most of the people I knew that were going to be pilots, stuff like that, they were going to college for like physics. Not even like how a lot of officers do, where they'll go to college for, say, a history degree, so that they can score high enough in their GPA to get a choice of where they want to serve or what job they want to do as an officer. Because oddly enough, at least when I was at college, I remember it was set up like your GPA, and depending on how high you were in the military science courses, decided how you picked your job. If you were in the top 3 GPA slots, you got to pick exactly what you went for. Well, kind of. You got to give a choice on what you go for. And outside of that, you were just assigned. Except for, like, the pilots, because a lot of them were going into things like physics, engineering, stuff like that, and they just kind of got judged on a different criteria. Alright. But I think that's going to be everything for tonight. My time zone is EST, -5. And I typically stream at around 8:30 or so. For you, the stream's at 4 a.m. Oh yeah, pilots got the brains, but they also got to put in the work. Like, it's like doctor level studying. Like, if you want to fly some expensive piece of machinery like this, you got to go at it with the attitude like you're going to be a doctor. Because that's kind of the attitude you need to get through it. Especially when so much of it is going to be judged by tests and standardized tests, because a lot of that's not going to be up to just how good you are. It's going to be up to how much you know and how much you work with the system as well. But that's everything for tonight. So thank you everybody so much for joining. I'm glad you all love the streams. I'm excited to continue doing them. I wonder how many days this will go for. Maybe we'll hit 1,000. I live in the Northeast US. That's as far as I'm going with saying that. At some point you guys might find out. But until next time everyone, take care, good night, and goodbye.